What's good, Boxing World BFV? We back in the building. Hit you with another one, too. Another outstanding fight preview to present for you today. We got Jack Cattrall going up against Regis Prograis. I definitely think this fight has title implications. Jack Cattrall trying to get his first world title. Regis Prograis trying to get his third world title. That being said, man, let's take a look at some of the numbers we got on the screen. As you can see, both dudes are close to that 30th victory. Hopefully one of them can get it, or possibly can even get a draw in this fight. This is that close of a fight to me. And that leads me to take a little bit of a second and say, who made the numbers for this fight? Whatever bookmaker made the numbers for this fight needs to go back to boxing school, because this fight is not a 3-1 favorite in Jack Cattrall's behalf. I don't know how he came up with that or who came up with that. If they let the computer do it, they're bugging. This fight is way closer than that. That being said, let me tell you why. First of all, as you can see, neither guy has lost like that in their career. Neither guy has avoided a stiff competition. Jack Cattrall, not so much, but yeah, he does have a name on his belt. He's been in there against a McKenna and things like that, and so has Prograis. So Prograis did get McKenna out of there a lot easier than Cattrall did. So another reason why I don't see how you have Cattrall favorite. Cattrall's not the boxer of the two. Neither guys are like a pure boxer like that. They both have boxing skills, but neither guy is like come first behind the jab and blah, blah, blah. Let me also say both guys are southpaw, so it shouldn't be a clash of feet or anything like that, with Prograis being a southpaw and usually has a little bit of miscues when he fight orthodox fighters. That being said, this one shouldn't have that issue. So both guys are bangers. Like I said, their boxing style is more puncher style first. Giving the edge to Prograis when you're talking about let me get their faces back on the screen real quick. Giving the edge to Prograis when you're talking about the natural abilities. I think he's a faster fighter. Cattrall don't got no slow hands. Don't get me twisted. But I'm talking about all over. I think defensively, I'm giving the edge to Prograis. Like I say, he's a little faster. He does use a little bit more of the head movement, slipping punches. Cattrall does the same too. Neither guy uses their high guard like that, the traditional high guard in boxing. They usually try to use that southpaw slick style of avoiding punches like that. So I think Prograis is a lot better at that than Cattrall. I do believe Prograis is a lot stronger. His knockout record says that. He's coming off a loss against Devin Haney, as we can see, a little less than a year ago. I'm glad to see him back in there within that year, get that record, get that loss out of his mind, and moving forward, chasing down this world title. That being said, that could be a rematch in the future, especially if Devin comes back to the 140. And when he comes back to that 140 division again. So it could be another rematch. And that one went the distance. Devin did get the unanimous decision. Prograis was just off that night, you know what I mean? So it was a good fight, though. Prograis didn't quit or anything like that. Sliding over here to Cattrall's loss, we know that was more of a controversial situation with that Josh Taylor fight. I do believe he pulled that one out. They did give him one of the judges, so you can see a split decision. So it wasn't a robbery like that, but it was a close fight, and I think Cattrall definitely edged him out. Should have got that world title and been undisputed at that time. So that being said, though, he's come up with some wins after that. Foley beat Linares, but we know Linares is that gatekeeper, so you got to be able to beat him. And he won a unanimous decision on a rematch against Josh Taylor, but no belts was on the line in that situation. So go figure. you come back and get the guy in a rematch, and you don't get no titles out of it. It's just crazy, bro. That's a wild situation for the boy. That being said, though, going down. Now, one thing I can say why the bookmakers kind of made Cattrall as a favorite. This fight's going down in England. That's a long way from home. I'm sure won't be a lot of fans in the building supporting Prograis. So I'm looking for Prograis to definitely come in there, concentrate on what the job is, and that's just to win. As you can see, the numbers right there, minus 350, plus 275. I'm all over that 275. And if worse comes to worse, and you want to look at an angle on how to drop some coin on this and try to bounce back, I would look for this fight to not go the distance. I think Prograis is gonna get him out of there. I'm being honest, bro. Cattrall is definitely open for being punched, but he fights guys that aren't very, let's say, accurate and don't really mean to sit down on their shots. But he's going against a guy that throws punches, man, that lets his hands go, and his knockout ratio compared to going the distance is kind of in that high 80s. So I might put a little piece of money on this one not going the distance. You know what I mean? And Cattrall can bang too, but Prograis has one of the better chins in boxing. Like I said, he's been in there with some of the who's who. You know what I mean? A few names on his resume for sure. So he even was in there with Josh Taylor. Another close fight that Taylor came out in a victory on that one. But a lot of people think Prograis won that one too. So Josh Taylor definitely got some victories handed to him by the judges, so to speak. So anyway, man, like I said, this is gonna be a close fight. Styles make fights. Both of the guys coming with the same style, so it should be fan friendly. I don't think it's going to distance. I think Cattrall might get busted up in this one. Could probably have a stoppage because of a cut or something like that. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely thinking this one is not going the distance. That's the way I'm leaning, and I'm definitely rolling with Prograis. He's a stronger fighter, and I think he's a faster fighter. Y'all tell me what y'all think in that comment section. Till the next time, man, keep your guard up and stay in the fight. I'm gone.